Intro Enlarged Prostate got you down. Let's talk food. Hey everyone, it's your name and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that affects millions of men enlarged prostate or BPH. We all know that a healthy lifestyle is key for managing this condition, but did you know that certain foods can actually make your symptoms worse? That's right, what you eat can have a real impact on how you feel. We're going to break down the top foods you'll want to avoid or limit if you're dealing with an enlarged prostate. We'll discuss why these foods can be problematic, and I'll give you some healthier alternatives to help you take control of your prostate health. Remember, this information is for educational purposes only and not intended as medical advice. Always consult your doctor for diagnosis and treatment. Now, let's get started. Chapter 1. Hold the hot sauce. Spicy foods and your prostate. Let's kick things off with a fan favorite: spicy foods. From fiery curries to hot wings, spicy foods are a staple in many cuisines around the world. Now I know many of you love a little kick in your meals, but when it comes to an enlarged prostate, those spicy peppers might be your worst enemy. Why? It's not just about the heat, it's about how your body reacts to it. Well, the culprit here is capsaicin. This compound is what makes chili peppers hot and gives them that distinctive fiery taste. Capsaicin is the chemical compound that gives chili peppers their heat. It's found in varying degrees in different types of peppers, from mild bell peppers to the scorching Carolina Reaper. While capsaicin has its benefits, like pain relief in some cases, it can also irritate the bladder and worsen those pesky urinary symptoms associated with an enlarged prostate. Think frequent urination, urgency, and that annoying feeling of not fully emptying your bladder. These symptoms can be quite disruptive to your daily life, and that annoying feeling of not fully emptying your bladder. Imagine having to rush to the bathroom multiple times a day or waking up several times at night. It's not fun.
You might notice that after a particularly spicy meal, your symptoms flare up. This can be frustrating, especially if you enjoy spicy foods. Now, I'm not saying you need to avoid spicy food altogether, but moderation is key. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how you feel after eating spicy foods. If you find that even a small amount of spice sets off your symptoms, it's best to cut back. It's all about finding a balance that works for you. There are plenty of other delicious ways to flavor your food without setting your insides on fire. Herbs like basil, cilantro, and parsley can add a fresh taste to your dishes. Spices like turmeric and ginger, which have anti-inflammatory properties, can be great alternatives to chili peppers. Or even a squeeze of lemon can add a ton of flavor without the irritation. Citrus fruits can brighten up your meals and provide a zesty kick.
Remember, everyone's different. What works for one person might not work for another. What bothers one person might not bother another. It's important to find what works best for you and your body. Pay attention to how your body reacts to different foods and adjust your diet accordingly. Keeping a food diary can help you track which foods trigger your symptoms. And hey, if you have any go-to tips for managing your prostate health, share them in the comments below. Your experiences can help others who are going through the same thing. Let's create a supportive community where we can all learn from each other. Together we can find ways to manage our health and enjoy our favorite foods in moderation. Chapter 2. Coffee Cravings, the truth about caffeine and your prostate. Alright, coffee lovers, this one's for you. Whether you can't start your day without a steaming cup of coffee or you need that afternoon pick-me-up, caffeine is a big part of many people's daily routines. That morning cup of joe or afternoon pick-me-up might be doing your prostate more harm than good. It's something many of us don't think about, but it's important to consider. Caffeine, found in coffee, tea, soda, and even chocolate, is a diuretic. This means it increases the production of urine in your body. What does that mean? It makes you pee more. This can be particularly inconvenient if you're already dealing with prostate issues. Now, for some people, that's not a big deal. They can handle the extra trips to the bathroom without much trouble. But when you have an enlarged prostate, that increased urge to go can be really bothersome. It can disrupt your daily life and make it hard to focus on other things. Caffeine can also irritate the bladder, just like spicy foods. This irritation can lead to discomfort and exacerbate existing symptoms. So, if you're already dealing with frequency and urgency, caffeine can make those symptoms worse. It's something to be mindful of if you're experiencing these issues.
Now, before you panic and throw out all your coffee, hear me out. You don't necessarily have to give up caffeine entirely. Like with spicy foods, moderation is key. It's all about finding a balance that works for you and your body. You might not need to give up caffeine entirely, but cutting back can make a big difference. Reducing your intake can help alleviate some of the symptoms you're experiencing. Try limiting yourself to 1 or 2 caffeinated drinks per day. This can help reduce the impact on your prostate and bladder, and opt for decaffeinated options when you can. Decaf coffee and tea can be great alternatives that still give you the taste you love without the caffeine. Herbal teas are a great alternative, especially ones like chamomile or rooibos, which are naturally caffeine-free. These can be soothing and beneficial for your overall health.
And remember, staying hydrated is crucial, especially if you are cutting back on caffeine. Proper hydration can help your body function more smoothly. Water is your best bet. It's the most natural way to stay hydrated and supports all your bodily functions. But you can also enjoy herbal teas, low-sugar juices, and other beverages that don't contain caffeine, and even fruits and vegetables that are high in water content like watermelon and cucumber. These can help keep you hydrated and provide essential nutrients.
Let's talk about alcohol. Now, I know many of us enjoy a beer or glass of wine with dinner, but when it comes to prostate health, alcohol is something you'll want to be mindful of.
Alcohol, like caffeine, is a diuretic, meaning it can increase urine production and make you need to go more often. This can be especially problematic if you're already experiencing urinary issues due to an enlarged prostate.
But that's not all. Alcohol can also irritate the bladder, further exacerbating those uncomfortable symptoms. And in some cases, alcohol consumption has been linked to an increased risk of certain prostate problems.
Now, I'm not saying you can never enjoy a drink again, but being aware of the potential impact on your prostate health is important. Moderation is key here, just like with caffeine and spicy foods.
If you do choose to drink, do so responsibly and within recommended guidelines. And remember, staying hydrated is crucial, especially when consuming alcohol.
Water is always your best bet, but you can also opt for non-alcoholic beverages like sparkling water, herbal teas, or diluted juices.
Let's move on to another food group that often comes up when discussing prostate health: red meat. Red meat is a staple in many diets around the world, and it's often enjoyed in various forms, from steaks to burgers to roasts. Now, red meat can be a good source of protein and iron, which are essential nutrients for our bodies. Protein helps build and repair tissues, while iron is crucial for making hemoglobin, a protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout the body. However, consuming large amounts, especially processed red meat, has been linked to various health concerns, including prostate problems. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, and deli meats often contain preservatives and additives that can be harmful when consumed in excess.
Studies have shown a potential association between high red meat consumption and an increased risk of prostate cancer. This doesn't mean that eating red meat will definitely cause cancer, but it does suggest that there might be a connection worth paying attention to. While more research is needed to fully understand this link, it's something to be aware of. Scientists are continually studying the effects of diet on health, and new findings are emerging all the time.
So, what's the culprit here? Why might red meat be linked to prostate issues? One theory is that certain compounds formed during the cooking of red meat, especially at high temperatures, may contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. These compounds, known as heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, are formed when meat is cooked at high temperatures, such as grilling or frying.
This inflammation and oxidative stress could potentially damage cells and increase the risk of certain diseases, including prostate cancer. Inflammation is the body's response to injury or infection, but chronic inflammation can lead to various health issues.
Now, I'm not saying you need to become a vegetarian. Enjoying red meat in moderation can still be part of a healthy diet, but being mindful of your red meat intake is important. Try to limit your portions and choose healthier cooking methods such as baking or steaming, instead of grilling or frying. Consider reducing your consumption, especially processed red meats like bacon, sausage, and deli meats. These products often contain high levels of sodium and unhealthy fats.
Opt for leaner cuts of meat and try incorporating more plant-based protein sources into your diet. Plant-based proteins are not only lower in fat but also rich in fiber and other essential nutrients, such as beans, lentils, tofu, and tempeh. These foods are versatile and can be used in a variety of dishes, from soups and stews to salads and stir-fries. These plant-based options are not only good for your prostate health but also provide a wide range of other nutrients that are beneficial for overall well-being. Incorporating a variety of foods into your diet can help ensure you get all the nutrients you need for a healthy lifestyle.
Let's talk about dairy products. Milk, cheese, yogurt, they're staples in many of our diets. But when it comes to prostate health, dairy products are a bit of a mixed bag.
Some studies suggest that high dairy consumption might be linked to an increased risk of prostate cancer. However, other studies have found no association or even a slightly reduced risk.
So what's the deal? Well, the research on dairy and prostate health is still evolving, and more studies are needed to draw definitive conclusions. One theory is that certain hormones found in dairy products, such as insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, might play a role in prostate cancer development.
However, it's important to note that dairy products are also a good source of calcium, vitamin D, and other essential nutrients. So, completely eliminating dairy from your diet might not be necessary or even beneficial.
As with many things in nutrition, moderation is key. If you enjoy dairy products and tolerate them well, you can likely continue consuming them in moderate amounts.
However, if you're concerned about prostate health, consider reducing your intake or choosing low-fat or fat-free options. And as always, talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian to get personalized advice based on your individual needs and health history. So there you have it, the top foods to be mindful of when navigating the world of an enlarged prostate. Remember, what you eat can have a real impact on how you feel. By limiting spicy foods, caffeine, alcohol, red meat, and being mindful of your dairy intake, you can take proactive steps towards managing your symptoms and supporting your prostate health. It's not about deprivation, it's about making informed choices that prioritize your well-being. Remember, a balanced diet full of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains is key for overall health, including your prostate. And as always, consult your doctor for personalized advice and treatment options. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who might benefit from this information. And be sure to subscribe to the channel for more health and wellness tips. Until next time, stay healthy.